What if I told you that there is a food in your kitchen right now that never expires? I'm serious. Archaeologists digging in the pyramids of Egypt once found clay pots filled with honey that were over 3,000 years old. The crazy part? They tasted it, and it was still perfectly good. Think about that. This liquid gold survived the fall of empires, the rise of the internet, and centuries of silence, all without a single preservative. It is nature's only immortal food. But honey isn't just a miracle of chemistry, it's a legendary part of our DNA. From 8,000-year-old cave paintings in Spain showing humans climbing cliffs to reach wild hives, to being used as blood money for taxes in ancient Rome, honey has been our most prized luxury since the dawn of time. Today, we're peeling back the lid on the sticky history, the biological magic, and why this golden elixir is the ultimate superfood you're probably underestimating. Let's get into it. Alright, so we know honey lasts forever, but how is it actually made? Prepare to look at bees in a whole new light, because what happens inside a hive is pure biological magic. To create just 1 single pound of honey, a colony of bees has to visit over 2 million flowers. That is not a typo. Individually, a worker bee will only produce about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in her entire lifetime. Every drop you eat is a collective masterpiece. It starts with nectar, which is mostly just flavored water. The bees suck it up using a straw-like tongue called a proboscis and store it in a second stomach, often called the honey crop. This is where the chemistry begins. Special enzymes, like invertase, start breaking down complex plant sugars into simpler ones that our bodies can easily absorb. But the real magic? That happens back at the hive. The bees pass the nectar mouth to mouth, a process called trophallaxis, mixing in even more enzymes. Then they deposit the watery mixture into hexagonal wax cells. To thicken it into that gooey gold we love, thousands of bees line up and fan their wings in unison. They create a high-speed wind tunnel that evaporates the water until the moisture hits exactly 17 to 18%. Once it's perfect, they seal the cell with a fresh wax cap. It's a temperature-controlled, chemically perfected storage system that hasn't changed in millions of years. So the next time you drizzle a spoonful of honey, remember, you're not just eating a sweetener. You're eating the concentrated essence of 2 million flowers and the life's work of thousands of tiny chemists. But why did nature make it so complex? Because those enzymes don't just make it tasty, they make it a medical powerhouse. Let's look at what honey actually does for your body. So what does all that bee chemistry actually do for you? It turns out, honey isn't just a sugar substitute, it's a biological multi-tool. First, the internal shield. Honey is loaded with polyphenols and flavonoids. These are powerful antioxidants that act like a cleanup crew for your cells, fighting off oxidative stress and inflammation. Darker honeys like buckwheat or manuka usually pack the biggest punch here. Second, nature's cough syrup. This isn't just a grandma's remedy anymore. Modern science backs it up. Studies have shown that a single dose of honey can be just as effective as common over-the-counter cough suppressants, especially for kids. It coats the throat, reduces irritation, and its natural antibacterial properties go to work on the source of the discomfort. Third, the ultimate clean energy. If you're an athlete or just trying to survive a 3 p.m. slump, listen up. Unlike refined sugar that causes a massive spike and an ugly crash, honey contains a unique blend of fructose and glucose. This gives you a steady, sustained release of energy. It's the original all-natural sports gel. And finally, the survivalist's secret. Because honey is naturally acidic and produces tiny amounts of hydrogen peroxide, it's a hostile environment for bacteria. This is why medical-grade honey is used in hospitals today to treat burns and stubborn wounds that won't heal. It's nature's own sterile bandage. But here's the catch, not all honey is created equal. If you want these benefits, you have to know how to buy it, and more importantly, how to eat it without destroying the magic. Let's talk about the good way of use. To get those health benefits we just talked about, you can't just grab any plastic bear off the shelf. Most clear commercial honeys have been ultra-filtered and pasteurized with high heat, which kills off the live enzymes and filters out the nutrient-rich pollen. Pro tip number 1, look for raw and unfiltered. You want it to look a little cloudy? That cloudiness is where the medicine lives. Rule number 2, don't boil the benefits. If you're putting honey in your tea or coffee, wait until it's at a drinkable temperature before stirring it in. If the water is boiling, above 104 degrees or 40 degrees, you're effectively cooking the honey and destroying those delicate antioxidants. Rule number 3, save the crystals. Did your honey turn hard and white? Don't throw it out. That's actually a sign of high-quality real honey. Just place the jar in a bowl of warm water, not the microwave, and let it gently liquefy back into that golden syrup. Beyond the spoon, try using it as a pre-workout fuel, a natural face wash for glowing skin, or even a replacement for sugar in your salad dressings. Just remember, 1 tablespoon is about 60 calories, so a little goes a long way. Honey is more than just a sweetener. It's a 3,000-year-old miracle that connects us to the bees and the earth. It's immortal, it's medicinal, and it's delicious. So what's your favorite way to use it? Are you a honey in your coffee person, or do you have a secret family remedy? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If you found this video sweet, hit that like button and subscribe to join our community of health-conscious foodies. Thanks for watching and stay golden.